Hello, friends. Welcome back to Saturday Evenings Posted Mostly Presents with me, your host, Trevor Stewart 1308, and I am here with the ASOC prod extraordinaire, Kat. Hi,
Hello.
Kat. We
Hi.
are on our second to last stream slash show before solstice break. We have one show tomorrow to do, and then we are on our solstice vacation. Uh,
hmm
woo! And we'll be back sometime in January. Um, Today's pre rolls brought to you by The Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville, on the downtown mall, 105 West Main Street, between 105 West Main Street, above the bricks, Suite 200, between 10,000 Villages and Hamilton's. A great place to go to get some great buds, eh, bud? And the only thing better than their bud is their customer service. And they have the lowest prices in town, according to my own personal, highly biased research. And by highly biased research, I mean I was really high when I did my bias research. Don't forget to check the website for times and events. The website is thehiddenleafseville.com. That's thehiddenleafseville, all one word.com, for times and events. And a note of disclosure, we are an opinionated group of people, and our opinions do not represent the opinions of our advertisers or sponsors. Our opinions are ours alone, and anything we say here is on us. We represent Nikwork Entertainment, Nestor Industries, and ourselves, and no one else in that regard. So, friends, it has been an utter shucks show of the last couple of days. Um, both the ASOC prod and I are going through some difficult stuff in our real world personas. Our I was gonna say personas, but that's just personas.
In the IRL game.
Yeah. Uh yeah, the IRL game has been rather brutal as of late. It's gone into beast mode, and we
The other people playing with us have been rolling a series of ones.
oh, kind of.
At
Yeah.
least in my case is what it feels like.
Yeah, in your case. In my case, it's these are inevitable things.
Yes.
And in my case, it is loved ones and family members choosing to leave the game on their own terms. Um, I have one of my uncles, one uh, of my extended family, has decided to I and I don't know how serious to take him but his reasoning is sound.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to suffer with dementia and a failing body.
Yeah.
And then a lifelong friend of mine, um, who has been battling with, has chosen to stop battling and is choosing to gracefully and peacefully see her way out.
Mm-hmm.
And I respect that completely. Um,
Yeah.
all of this being said, I'm in a bit of emotional shock. I am not, you know, yeah, I, I'm not feeling myself exactly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Rather numb to it at the moment. Um, do you wish to share any of the stories as to why your last couple of days has been a complete shucks show?
Given that it's not entirely resolved, the bare minimum would be I've
People is
had
dumb.
I've had an employee reach outside of the chain of procedure and say some things, and now going into the new year, um, I'm going to be down a teacher one way or the other.
Yeah, it is a
Uh,
very. Ooh, yeah, and it's rough. It's gonna be rough. Coming into the new year is gonna be rough.
oh yes.
You know, this is always a difficult time for me, um, given that this is between Christmas and New Year's is when I lost Leslie, and
Mm-hmm.
just shortly after that is when I lost Amber. Um, this is
Yeah.
just a very difficult time of year for me emotionally. And I can see how it's going to be a very difficult time of year for you professionally.
Oh, professionally and emotionally.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Um,
I mean, I work with little
oh,
kids. There's no way emotions are not going to be tied in some way, shape, or form.
right,
Period.
right.
Um,
I did want to
although,
make a public service announcement to those of you out there with interlock ignition devices and rescue inhalers.
yeah,
Your rescue inhaler will cause you to have a violation on your interlock ignition device. Remember, take time between using your albuterol inhaler and blowing into your interlock ignition device. Drink water, rinse your mouth out, and give it time.
yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Um,
I'm I didn't really want to be a I don't really want to be an interlock content creator, you
I
know?
mean, I really don't think anybody sits there and goes, this is my goal. I'm going to get one of these things and just make content about it.
Yeah. But
I mean,
it feels like I should have said more.
well, as you've gone on and you've found things and you've experienced things, you've shared them. But it's more of a general, hey, I discovered this thing, let me tell you about it, versus, hi, our spokesperson, our sponsor for the rest of this year is this company, and we need to talk 30 minutes about their product every time, or else.
I'd
Although I
like to.
suppose we could ask if they would sponsor the show.
We could. We could. Is that a strong cup of coffee?
Where?
Take a look on Twitch.
I'm looking.
See the spoon?
I see the spoon. Huh. So I take it you've made it like my mother made hers.
I have no idea, actually. I do not know what this mechanism is. I'm assuming that there is a lip at the bottom of the uh at the
Huh.
bottom of the cup somewhere, or there's a little nib in there or something that it catches on that
Maybe.
makes it so it can stand up straight in the coffee. Because no, I really don't make my coffee that strong.
No sludge.
No, because I drink it without milk and sugar. I drink my coffee black.
This
So
is true.
I really don't want it that strong.
Okay.
Um it's also how I know that Starbucks is over roasted crap.
Oh yeah. No.
The
No.
only
No.
way
No.
Starbucks tastes good is if you put all that other stuff in it.
That's why they want you to get the caramel stuff.
Right?
I mean,
They literally roast their beans to death.
yeah.
It their coffee tastes rancid to me.
Saying that, I need to remember to bring you a bag of Traeger Brothers coffee to try for one of your gastrophilia things.
Okay, I'd be
Traeger
down.
Brothers. Have you heard of them?
No.
They're a Nelson County. They're a local Nelson County coffee roaster producer.
Ooh.
Um, the they've got like their little roastery site downtown Livingston,
Yeah.
and then they've got their own like little coffee shop over at the Rockfish Community Center, where they also do roasting.
Okay. That sounds nice.
Um, the Buddhist retreat camp that I used to cook at, they would serve their coffee, and it always smelled really good. It smelled a lot better than a lot of the stuff that I've smelled in the cafes and things in the area. Rockfish. Rockfish. Retro.
Rockfish. Oh yeah. Hi Retro. Hey, Retro Future now in the house. Um. Yeah, Rockfish. So here's the thing,
Ooh,
though. Here's the
yay.
thing. We're right next to the Rockfish River, right?
Right.
Uh, I don't think you can find rockfish in the Rockfish River.
I mean, there's a lot of rocks.
There are, but it's not. But you don't find rockfish in there. You find trout and bass in
Oh no,
those,
you find catfish, you find
and
perch,
catfish and perch,
crappie, bluegill.
chub.
Yeah.
but you don't find rockfish.
No, no, you just find a lot of rocks and then fish them out of there and hope that you've got enough room for a catfish.
Uh, oh gosh, what are those? What are those Darth Maul looking ones called?
Uh,
Yeah,
I
there are
do not
fish
know.
that look like Darth Maul
Uh huh.
in our
I don't.
waterways.
You're
And
not thinking of the invasive ones, are you?
horned heads, red eyes.
Yeah.
They're not like they're not bad tasting. They're pretty standard whitefish flavor.
Um. Whew, not the snakeheads. It's
No.
something else.
How did therapy go, Retro? Um, I feel like everyone here could have used some therapy today. If nothing else, we all just need a big old group hug.
Mm.
This is today. You know what? As a community, guys, as a community, let's just take a moment as friends, capital F friends, and sort of appreciate each other, love each
Yes.
other, because we are a group, and life is rough, but if we hang on to each other, if we work together, if we reach out to each other as friends, then we can, I think we can get through it.
Mm-hmm.
Retro says therapy was okay. It always goes too quickly. It feels like sessions should be an hour and a half, not 50 minutes. I agree.
Mm.
Retro also says the most important thing is to love yourself, and I also agree with that. Um, you know, that sees me through a lot. Loving myself sees me through a lot of the hardships. Um, but being there for others and helping them through is something that I can do,
Mm-hmm.
and something that only if you can, friends, only if you have the necessary resources in yourself, but but communal support for each other.
Yeah.
Um, Especially in this time of year, we're coming up on the solstice,
Mm.
the longest night of the year, and this year has been a particularly dark year. Uh, and we will be here through solstice night. I will be here keeping a flame alive here on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and post it over to YouTube probably.
Right.
Um, but it's it's being a particularly bad year, friends, and we
Mm-hmm.
need to come together as a community and support each other. Retro, I know that you've had some pain recently, and you know, I love you, brother, and I am always here for you to reach out to.
Mm.
Um, Kat, I know that you told me about you told me the particulars of what's going on, and goodness gracious, I am so sorry. Uh, but also, I'm here. You know,
Yes.
I'm actually not that far away. But also, let's just take a moment and say, God's bless the peanut gallery for how he showed up for ya.
Yes.
You know, the peanut gallery did a great job.
Yes.
He is being good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man.
Yes.
Um, we're about to slip into ads, but I'm just gonna keep on going. Um, you know, yeah, the from what you told me about how the peanut gallery showed up for you, it's just, I mean, just the right thing to do.
Mm,
You know, I
yeah.
mean, yeah, and and I'm sure things at his work aren't great right now either. Like, he's at work right now, so that means something can't be going right.
Well, his particular source seems to be okay. He's being helpful elsewhere today.
You're cracking up.
Sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault. Say again.
I said that I think things are okay at his particular store. He's being helpful somewhere else today.
Things are okay at his particular store. He's being helpful somewhere else today.
Yes.
That is cheese and crackers. What a good guy.
Huh?
Just.
Yes.
This is why I like being friends with him. He brings this energy with him to the world. He may not be the happiest guy in the world, but he sure will work hard to make the world a better place for other people.
Yes.
Um, you know, and oh gosh, and remembering that you two are such great people is what keeps me coming back to Thursday night game. Because I'm just not going
Mm,
to leave you there with him alone.
let's see.
Not the peanut gallery, the DM. I'm not going to leave
I
you and
understood.
the peanut gallery alone with the DM.
I understood. Okay, so I'm going back to a comment made earlier.
Mm.
You can find rockfish in the rockfish. Rockfish are actually known as striped bass.
Oh, okay. So there are striped bass in the rockfish.
You are most likely to find them where the rockfish empties into the James.
That tracks because everywhere else is too shallow and
Right,
fast.
right. So, um, my bit of the rockfish that I'm used to, we're like what? Eh, we're probably about a 2 hour float from there. So I think there are some striped bass that may come up as far as there, but um, higher up in the hills of Nelson County, where the Rockfish River goes, you're less likely to find them.
Okay.
But I mean, it enters the James down there in Howardsville, so it's not that far from anywhere. Um,
Uh, you know, I the James is just such a nasty river that I won't eat
yeah,
fish that come out of it. I won't even eat fish that come out of like within a mile of it usually.
yeah. Honestly, if you're gonna go fishing in the Rockfish, your best place um, is going to be on the upper end of it, the side closer to Crabtree Falls.
Yeah. Yep.
Because
I actually have a spot at the top of Crabtree Falls that I can get to fish, although I don't know if
nice,
there are fish there. Um,
there's trout.
but I have another spot that I've picked out for myself that I haven't started fishing yet, and that's something I'm gonna start doing in the new year. Is I'm gonna get back into fishing, and
That sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna go drop a bobber in the water because it has just been I
Yeah.
haven't fished in too darn long. Uh, I've just
Hmm.
been really caught up in everything.
Yeah, everybody has.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I need to during the equinox break or solstice break, not equinox, solstice break. I need to reorganize my schedule
Mhm.
and see what what I can make work where. Um,
We get you some glow in the dark bombers, so you can just sit out there, and when you're doing an evening stroll and you need to decompress, you can go throw those in the water too.
that would be fun.
Mhm.
That would be fun. Um, I feel like I need to do something with the studio background.
Change it up a bit.
Something.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
so fishing and community hugs
Yeah.
now completed. Um, we do have a couple of things that I found either interesting or bloody hilarious.
Mm, okay. Let's see what we have got here. A.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, all right.
There you go.
Dogs of
So, all
Chernobyl are experiencing rapid evolution, study suggests.
right. So that one, that's the decent article. The one below it, that's the article that caught my attention because the headline on the article right below it is just yes.
How Chernobyl dogs gained a superpower to survive the worst nuclear disaster ever.
Exactly.
That is a headline.
That is.
Within the desolate landscape surrounding the infamous Chernobyl nuclear disaster site, hundreds of feral radioactive dogs are displaying extraordinary genetic mutations. Dun dun dun. A recent study reveals that the stray dogs of Chernobyl mutated not into the fantastical monsters of Godzilla movie, but into resilient survivors of nuclear fallout, capable of withstanding harsh radioactive environments.
Yes.
Cheese and crackers.
Yes. I kind of figured that's how you were going to read that because the headline gives you that mental prompt.
Should I keep going in this tone of voice?
Can you maintain that tone of voice without hurting yourself?
I think so.
Okay.
This article explores the groundbreaking research uncovering genetic adaptations of stray dogs residing within the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Dun dun dun. It also examines broader environmental responses, redefining our understanding of life in post nuclear environments. How Chernobyl's ecosystem responded to the nuclear fallout. Dun dun dun. The Chernobyl disaster, which occurred on April 26, 1986, remains one of the most catastrophic nuclear events in history during a late night safety test intended to simulate a power outage. A series of design flaws, human errors, and miscommunications led to an uncontrollable power surge.
You need the flaming hair for that line.
Reactor 4 exploded. Enormous quantities of radioactive material into the environment. Oh, wait. Let me try that again. Reactor 4 exploded, releasing enormous quantities of radioactive material into the environment, causing immediate chaos. Fires blazed and radioactive debris spread across Europe. In the aftermath, Chernobyl exclusion zone was established, encompassing areas with radiation levels up to 6 times the limit deemed safe for human exposure. I feel like that keeps you riveted to the article.
It does. It does. And as I have seen recently in varying topics and things that have been brought to my attention, for you and I, this is something that we know about, we heard a lot about. But for whatever reason, there is a large chunk of the population now that if you say the word Chernobyl, they look at you and go gesundheit and have no clue what's going on.
It is strange to me. Uh, you know, well, okay, so, well, this brings up something for me. We have had the ability to clean energy for a long
Mm,
time.
yes.
But because of Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island, we've been terrified of it. And because we don't know what to do with the waste,
Right.
we've been terrified of it. Well,
But
we have things we can do with the waste. Let's put put that aside for now because honestly, you can give it to Elon Musk and let him shoot a load of it into space.
what I was going to say is, while we've been basically terrified of it, at least we haven't stopped studying what happened, and they've discovered not only things like these dogs
Fungus
or some of the
and
other animals,
fungus and plants.
but that, well, I was going to say the fungus. The fungus is one of the more interesting ones because the
Oh,
fungus is actively eating and cleaning it up.
yes, it is. But also, here's an important one to remember.
Yeah,
Don't eat your sunflower husks, sunflower seed
no,
bolls, because that is where sunflowers are storing the radiation that they're sucking up from the ground.
hmm,
Sunflowers now clean up radiation.
exactly. So
Like,
we've been afraid, we've been terrified, we've gone and looked at things and said, "Oh, that's hot. I'm gonna stand over here and look at you because it's hot." And while we've been doing that, we've still been trying to study what's going on and have found that there are things happening that are fixing the situation.
right.
It's not going to make it like it was before, but it will make it
Sure,
good again.
sure does make it easier to envision a future without carbon dioxide poisoning.
Right.
Hi, Just Me Crystal. Much love to you. Much love to you,
Mm-hmm.
you beautiful, beautiful person, you.
Yep.
Um, you know, uh,
I
right.
mean,
I wanna take a moment now that Crystal's in here. I wanna take a moment to talk about religion.
okay.
Um, and especially like her God's Many Blessings crew that she runs with.
Mm-hmm.
These people are they're Christian,
Mm-hmm.
but what they're doing out there isn't proselytizing. They're not trying to convert people to Christianity. What she and her God's Many Blessings crew is doing are reaching out and spreading love, not Christianity. I mean, to some Christians, those two things are connected, like they're kind of supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Christian, but I am totally into love.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just want to say, her community is out there doing the kind of positive work, uh, just spreading positivity that I would like for us to do as well. Um, you know, uh, it's I just I really appreciate her people. I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate Just Me Crystal and her God's Many Blessings crew. And it's really easy to lose sight of uh, it's really easy to lose sight of what Christianity can be because you end up with televangelists and scammers and all kinds of things that give Christianity a bad name.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also have people like Just Me Crystal, who are out there on the ground, on the streets, in the shadowy electronic alleyways of the internet, spreading a message of love, spreading, you know, spreading a different message of Christianity. And as an
I'm sorry.
outsider, from an outsider's perspective, uh, I see Just Me Crystal and her people, her God's Many Blessings crew, as doing the real work of God. That her God seems to be the better one. It's, just saying, Crystal. You guys are out there spreading love. That is something that needs to happen. And maybe I'm just in a mood because it's been a rough week all the way around for everybody, and I'm all like deep in my feels and in some kind of emotional shock. But also, I think it may be important to recognize. Oh, that is brilliant, Cat. Cat says, I now have a mental image of Just Me Crystal in a digital alley wearing a trench coat and a fedora handing out hugs and cookies. Oh.
The word picture you painted is like, yep, she's got her trench coat, she's got her hat pulled down low, her collar popped up, and she's just grabbing random people. You need a hug, you need a cookie, you need a hug, you need a cookie, you need a hug and a cookie.
You know, yeah. It's just, and it's not, I mean, it's not just me, Crystal. It's a whole bunch of people out there. Oh, just be
Oh
Crystal.
no.
I'm so sorry, love. Her stream crashed 2 times within minutes, so she ended and oh love. Thank you for being here.
Mm.
It's been a rough week. You
Yes,
know?
it has. Oh. I've been noticing a lot of crashing and the video player having issues the last week or two.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, if she's handing out hugs and cookies, she should also be handing out Crystal Light lemonade too.
Right. Right. and tickets to the Crystal Palace because that's where
Well,
she
yeah,
hangs out.
that's without saying. Yeah, that's what the cookies are wrapped in.
Mysterious googly eyes go viral after appearing on public art.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay. What's this now? Mysterious googly eyes go viral after appearing upon on public art in Oregon. Should I do the voice? Should I do it in
Oh,
chat?
save the voice for the last story.
Okay.
Save the voice for the very last story because that's worth it.
Okay. Googly eyes have been appearing on sculptures around central Oregon city of Bend, delighting many residents and sparking a viral sensation covered widely by news outlets and featured on popular late night talk shows. Chuck off, Audi. On social media, the city shared photos of googly eyes on installations in the middle of roundabouts that make up its so called roundabout art route. One photo shows googly eyes placed on a sculpture of two deer, while another shows them attached to a sphere. It's not yet known who has been putting them on the sculptures. While the googly eyes placed on the various art pieces around town might give you a chuckle, it costs money to remove them with care and not damage the art, the city said in its posts. The Facebook post received hundreds of comments, with many users saying they liked the googly eyes. My daughter and I went past the flaming chicken today and shared the biggest laugh. One user said, using a nickname for the Phoenix Rising sculpture, "We love the googly eyes. This town is getting to be so stuffy. Let's have fun." Phoenix
which
Rising.
Phoenix
Uh,
Rising, Flaming Chicken. So
Flamin' chicken!
you're familiar with the
Buck. Cluck, cluck.
yes, yes, that one, that kind of Flaming Chicken.
Cock-a-doodle doo.
I think you need a broader tail feather to swish around for that one.
Oh my goodness. You know, I really am, as John Inman is the next uh Firestein.
Eh,
The guy that talked like this, honey.
yes,
Yeah.
I can know who you're talking about. That does not mean I'm going to be able to come up with the name because I'm terrible at
Right.
that sometimes.
But he was just an old queen, love. Well,
Right.
that's what I am too. I mean, look at these lines on my face. Oi, just an aging queen. It's
The
too
number of
bad that I
times I've been tempted.
really don't
Hmm?
have. It is too bad that I really don't have the Mr. Humphreys voice. I've been
Eh,
working on it. Menswear. No, like, I'm just not. There are certain voices that it's hard for me to do because they're too close to my own voice.
uh-huh.
Like, it's just hard for me to impersonate myself. without impersonating myself. But I can do that for people like um uh gosh, what's his name? Oh, oh gosh, what's his name? The guy with the glasses and the movie producer and director and the very he had some very bad stuff with his fit. I don't want to talk about it, but like, and the glasses and the curly red hair,
Oh,
sleepers, um,
right. Him.
uh, uh, everything you wanted to know about sex, but were always afraid to ask.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Or
this is.
my Billy Crystal. But see, doing that guy and doing Billy Crystal is just like doing me getting old. Like Billy, hold on, let me. He's been mostly dead all day. We both clearly heard he said to blathe. To blathe, which means to
Mm-hmm.
lie.
Right.
You think they'll have fun storming the castle? You think they'll make it? They'd need a miracle.
Right. Um.
Why is that the only Billy Crystal line I can grab?
Because listening to him blather and scream for city slickers and yell for Curly just doesn't have the same feel.
Yeah, but like, what about when Harry met Sally? Oh, because I'm too busy doing the Harvey Firestein
Right.
from that
Um,
movie.
Barry Levinson? Is that the director you're thinking of?
No,
No.
no. Had the thing with his stepdaughter.
Mm.
Uh, oh, what? Gosh. Why can't I bring to mind any of the name of any of the other movies he made other than Sleepers and Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex But Were Afraid to Ask?
Oh. I found it. Woody Allen.
Yes, Woody Allen. Cheese and crackers. I was having a hard time coming up with Woody Allen. I can't believe I forgot the Woody Allen. How could I forget the Woody Allen? I forgot the
All
Woody
right,
Allen. How
I'm
can
going
you
to.
forget the Woody Allen? I forgot the Woody Allen.
Oh, brother.
But see, all of those are like watching me get old.
Ah.
They're just taking me and aging me. And at this point,
Hmm.
only a few years. I'm fighting the urge that my pants have to ride up towards my nipples.
I mean, eventually they'll reach a place where they'll just naturally stop because the belt's gonna be around your armpit.
Right?
They can't creep up much higher. You are a very great friend, and I love you very much as a friend. But if I catch you walking down the street with pants up around your armpits,
You
I
know,
am so going to call you out and laugh at you in public as loudly as possible.
that's fair. That's why I stopped wearing suspenders.
Mm.
Because it made me feel like the pants were just riding right the fuck up towards my. Oh, wow. I dropped my F bomb.
Look, look. It's
Hey,
been it's
it's the
been
last
Tuesday.
episode of the season.
Yes, it's
You
the
know?
last one for the most part. We've had 2024 has been hellacious. And as a parent and I were discussing last night, and in her words, it can ride right back out on the horse it rode in on, and they can both become blue.
Mm. With a
Strong,
chainsaw.
strong words from a woman that has rescue horses when she's declaring it and the horse it rode in on can be glue.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man, it has been just utterly the worst.
Well,
The worst. Well, no, no, no. That's not necessarily true. Because,
it's
like,
not, but
there's a lot of good things that happened in 2024.
I think for next week while you're doing your fireside thing, we'll sit there and make up a list of all the good things that have happened. We'll spend today being all laughy and grumpy, and we'll find the good things that happen next week.
Well, yeah, okay. When we do the overnight, and then when we do, the New Year's stream,
Yeah,
um, yeah, those are the two things that we're doing between now and January something.
yeah. Okay. On to the next story.
January. Do we want to start the second week in January? Start back on the 7th?
um, I'm not sure. Probably.
Okay. So this is the last story?
No, we've got two more stories, three more stories. We have the one with the Christmas tree in the background, the one with the truck below it, and then the very last one involving the bear where you get to use your voice again.
You know what? We're going to take a brief intermission, friends,
Mm-hmm.
so that I'm not rushing my way through this.
Right.
We will be right back. And want y'all to understand that this is one of the last times you're going to see this as our intermission screen because we have other intermission screens on the way.
Nice.
All right. We'll be back in a little bit. Wait, weren't you all sitting in different places when I got up?
Who, us?
I, did you tell them to get up and move around while I was gone?
Why would I do that?
So when I got back into the room, I looked down at chat and I saw it, and I saw a cat's chat. He left. Quick, everyone, get up and switch seats.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got me there. That was good. That was cute. All right. So let us tomato bacon salad. Lettuce,
With cheese.
please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Let me do the voice. This one deserves the voice.
Fine, do the voice.
I don't. Okay, that's what I want to go away. Here we go. UK spy agencies releases annual Christmas card puzzle to announce. Um, Let me try that again. I got that wrong. UK
Yeah.
spy agency releases annual Christmas card puzzle to uncover future code breakers. GCHQ. Oh, wait. From London Associated Press. What does a spy agency give for Christmas? How about a riddle wrapped in an enigma inside a mystery? GCHQ, Britain's Electronic and Cyber Intelligence Agency, on Wednesday published its annual Christmas challenge. A seasonal greeting card that doubles as a set of fiendishly difficult puzzles designed to excite young minds about solving ciphers and unearthing clues. The challenge is aimed at young people aged 11 to 18 who are encouraged to work in teams and use lateral thinking, ingenuity, and perseverance to crack the 7 brain teasers set by GCHQ's in house puzzlers. Why does that sound like
Like what?
if you take the fact that it's police out of it,
Yes.
that sounds awfully like creepy.
I'm sorry, if you don't take the fact that it's a government agency out,
It still
it's
sounds
kind
creepy.
because it's geared for what age person?
11 to 18. As soon as you are legally able to make your own decisions, we don't want anything to do with you.
Ah, this is true. This is true. Now, if you read further down, it does go into a little bit more that they're what they are aiming to do is train you to be able to solve puzzles so that they can then hire you once you're 18.
The card is sent to by the head of the GCHQ, short for Government Communications Headquarters, to other national security chiefs around the world. Puzzles were first included in 2015 and have become an annual tradition. The card can be downloaded from the GCHQ website and has become popular with teachers. The agency says a third of British secondary schools have downloaded it. Yo.
Yep.
How is
On the one
this?
hand,
How is
on the
this
one hand, creepy.
not? How is this not considered G rooming those kids?
Um, I don't have an answer for that. I do not, because what their goal is to have people that can solve puzzles and come work for them later. Which the general typical definition of the word that we're not using is to get you used to doing something so you can do it for me later.
And people out
So,
there on YouTube have the audacity to call me that.
right.
I don't target kids. I want nothing to do with kids.
This is one of those ones where on the one hand, creepy, you're trying to make more spies. But then on the other hand, the fact that they are trying to teach people how to think laterally and critically so they can solve puzzles.
Also, I don't want more little Sherlock Holmes.
I mean,
You
no,
know
no,
what?
we don't
I'm
want
gonna go
more.
with it. I don't want a whole bunch of Dick Holmes out there.
I mean,
You know what? Okay, seriously? I am just smart enough to see conspiracies that aren't there.
mm-hmm,
Like, you give me one piece of world shattering news, and I am half a heartbeat away from tinfoil hat time.
right.
You know, we do not need more people like me out here.
I mean, with that specific and only that, no, no, not necessarily. On
This
the
just
other
feels
hand,
like, I mean, this feels like a way,
yes,
just training kids to be even more suspicious.
yep.
Oh gosh, it just feel.
Now, if we could do this so that they learn to actually question all of the malarkey they encounter online and actually start looking at it and going, oh, I don't think that's real. Let me try to figure this out instead of just going, oh, the moon is made of cheese and we are now going to tweet about this a gazillion times and have an uprising because the moon should be lactose free and we are upset about it. if we can teach people to go back to the critical thinking thing, it's still creepy, but at least maybe we'll get thinking people, even if they are more suspicious. Does that make sense?
That does. That does. And I do get that.
Yeah. On to something less fraught with creepiness.
Oh, hon. Everything is fraught with creepiness today.
Well, I said less. It's still there, but less.
Less.
Yes.
Now.
Yep.
Now is the winter of our discontent.
Yes. This is very true.
Long Island, New York man skateboards 3,162 miles from coast to coast.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Chad Caruso. Oh, Chad Caruso?
Hmm.
Wait, I think you used to be able to play him on one of the Tony Crack games.
I think so.
On one of the yeah, he was. I used to play as him because he was one of the ones who had a backpack.
Hmm.
Chad Caruso skateboarded 3,162 miles across the United States in 57 days, 6 hours, 56 minutes. Photo courtesy of Guinness World Records. RTFO, dude. RTFO.
How long is the Appalachian Trail?
Uh.
It comes to mind reading that it took him longer to go effectively a smoother path than it took the that one lady.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Which I mean, granted, I don't think the Appalachian Trail is like 3,000 miles, so it should technically have taken longer.
Right.
Anyway,
Well, also, it isn't necessarily a
but the fact
flatter.
that you well, but my thing is normally it takes months to do the trail
Mm-hmm. A year.
walking,
A
and
year.
he's rolling.
Mm-hmm.
So, but still, it took him longer to go coast to coast than it did her to hike the year long trail.
True.
But he did it on a skateboard, which is kind of freaking awesome to me.
That is pretty boss.
Yeah.
You go, Chad Caruso. Right
All
on.
right.
And next.
This is your last story.
All right, friends, you ready for this? You ready?
I hope
Oh boy.
there. I believe there's a video included that you can look at.
Okay. Black Bear takes out snowboarder at Lake Tahoe's Heavenly Mountain Resort. So, this
Yes.
Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
What do you know about Lake Tahoe?
I know that it exists. I know that it is a resort area, and that it is a place that my brother likes to stop at. Um, when he and his wife were traveling to and from Reno.
Had a friend who lived lived there.
Mm-hmm.
Lived in Truckee.
Okay, yes. I've been through there.
I have a friend who is from Truckee. I think she is finally back in Truckee. Uh, but she got there via Ithaca. It was one
Yeah,
of those strange things where I started traveling again and went up to Ithaca to visit Ithaca because Ithaca is my other spot, but also visited my friend from Truckee in Ithaca.
right.
Um, but also, you know, had a friend who lived there for a while. Lake Tahoe, Donner Lake.
Yeah, that's always
Donner,
been.
party of five.
Yeah,
Donner, party of four. Donner, 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 party of three.
I.
Donner, party of one. No
Yep,
thanks, I already ate.
yep. Side note on that, I have, because there is a highway that goes through there, and because they put certain signs on highways to direct you to specific things that are just off the highway. There's an unfortunate sign placed in Donner Pass that directs you to certain off-road amenities, like gas stations, restaurants.
Oh.
And every few years, I thoroughly appreciate the people traveling through the area that have just learned about that part of history and that thing being offended over the road signs and how inappropriate they are. It's like about every 5 or 6 years, someone discovers quote unquote that sign, gets all upset about how inappropriate it is to have that there. It's like, what do you want them to do? Take away the gas stations and the restaurants?
Okay, so let's actually read this story now.
Right?
I swear I can breathe.
Yes, yes.
Heavenly Mountain Resort wasn't so heavenly this past weekend.
You think you can breathe.
Well, I'm not driving, so I can use a rescue inhaler.
This is true.
The ski res-
Yes.
the ski resort located on the California Nevada border in southeastern Lake Tahoe is known of its scenic views and, forgive me for saying this, gnarly powder. I'm not a skier, nor have I hit the slopes, but one of my life goals is to ski down a mountain and then tell someone at the bottom, that was some gnarly powder!
Uh-huh.
This location seems like the perfect place to do that. Heavenly Ski Resort is located in the Sierra Nevada mountain range. It provides challenging slopes for skiers of all levels. And after this viral video, it can now vote boasts that it has moving obstacles to test even the most experienced skiers. By the way, those moving obstacles I'm alluding to are bears. Homie, that's not alluding. That's not an illusion. That
No,
is.
that is just outright statement.
That is. Ack! Oh no.
But no.
Everything crashed there for a moment.
Uh-oh.
Um, can you guys see me?
I can see you.
Uh, I can't see anything.
Oh dear.
I mean, I can see the, I can see that.
I can see you pointing off screen at the other monitor.
I can see the other monitor. Okay, now I can see. Okay. I think I can work with this. Okay. Uh, Sometimes my computer does this weird, like, running reset,
Mm-hmm.
half crash,
Yeah.
and it just did that, and not everything comes back up all the way.
Yeah, mine does that sometimes too.
Right. Um, yeah, so, like, I can't. Uh, yeah. But it's okay. I can muddle through, at least to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Heavenly Ski Resort is located in Sierra Nevada mountain range. It provides challenging slopes for skiers of all levels. And after this viral video, oh, I already read that.
Yes. But that's okay.
Come on, there we go. It's estimated that 340,000 bears live in the United States.
And most of them are on the mountain waiting for their shuttle pass.
Right? Except for those that are in the New York bars that are waiting for me.
I mean, yeah, there's those.
And in certain parts of the country, residents have to always be on alert and keep an eye out for the bears. Black bears make up most of that total number, around 300,000. And one place where you are likely to see them is in the Lake Tahoe area of California. Roughly 300 black bears call the Lake Tahoe Basin home. The woodland forest and forest environment located near, you guessed it, Lake Tahoe is the perfect place for a bear to call home. Even when the peaks and hills are covered in snow, a black bear can tough out the weather. Judging by this clip below, they even like to hit the slopes with fellow skiers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think I can see the clip. Oh, here it is. Yo!
I think you need to scroll your screen up just a little bit for us to see.
You guys didn't really get to see that, did you?
Nope.
Sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Come here, you. Okay. So, now back up to here. Okay. Tell me if I've got to scroll up or down.
Scroll down, because all I see are shoes.
It's not. Oh, it's not showing.
Oh well.
It's just not showing the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can drop the link to this article in the general chat, so anybody that's got the Discord kit is free to look it up themselves and watch. But yeah, while scrolling and doing other things, I saw a very short clip of that and went, I gotta see more.
How bizarre. It's not changing at all. It is really just literally stuck there on that
Oh
screen.
dear. Okay.
Yeah, like you can see me moving around, but
Yep.
okay, well. Well, friends, um,
I
seeing
don't
as
know.
how it's decided to go like this,
Yep.
um, I guess this is time to sign off. Say stick around for the raid. Um,
Mm-hmm.
well, friends,
Give them like another 30 seconds and then do the ad. End of stream message.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye now. Goodbye, friends. See you when we get back in January. And as they say around here, two up, two down. VA. Double deuces. We're out, y'all.
Yep.